welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another Rumour Has It video. We're talking about players linked to Newcastle United. The window isn't open, but doesn't stop us being linked to loads of players, and the rumour mill is getting stronger and stronger by the minute. We have one hell of a player that we're going to talk about now, whose name has been banded around in various media outlets. This could be a massively exciting signing for Newcastle United if there's any possibility in this at all. We'll get stuck into this in a minute. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we do. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. We'd love you to come and join us. We're on 2,149 subscribers at the minute, so loads of room for you guys. We're going to try to push up to 2,200 soon, so with your help, we'll be able to do that. Smash that button, come and join Evermore. We've got 2 weekly podcasts, Mondays and Wednesdays. And we've got the pop-up videos like Rumour Has It, More Than Magpies, and loads of content, all free of charge. We won't charge anybody for this. We'd just love to have a chat about Newcastle. It's not ITK, it's just what has been reported in the media. So before anybody loses their shit in the comments, let's get stuck into this player right now. We are talking about an unbelievable talent, one of the best young players in world football right now, and he's just starred in the World Cup. We are talking about this fella right here, Cody Gakpo for PSV and the Netherlands. He's been brilliant in the Qatar World Cup. He's been brilliant for PSV. I mean, his goal involvement record actually for PSV this season, there's only 2 players I think have had more goal involvements in world football, and that is Neymar and Erling Haaland. So that tells you the kind of quality this kid has got at 23 years old. He's a phenomenal footballer. He plays across the kind of front three, a winger. He sometimes fills in as a striker because he's quite a tall lad. You can see his goal ratio there for PSV is incredible. 129 appearances so far, 45 goals, 44 assists. This season alone, he's got 14 Eredivisie games under his belt, 9 goals, 12 assists, which is incredible. All in all, with the Europa, Champions League, and the Johan Cruyff Cup, he's got 24 appearances, 13 goals, and 17 assists. This kid is an absolute machine. I don't think I've ever seen Mark put a stat slide like this together before. It's incredible. All greens, pretty much all over the place. You can see that there. The radar map, forget about it, compared to St. Maximin. Poor Maxi doesn't get a sniff against this kid. You can see there his stats per 90 minutes against players in his position. He's just phenomenal at everything. As you can see there, 9 goals in 14 games. He's in the 99 percentile for his goals. In terms of his shots, he's in the 97 percentile. He's nearly at 3.5 shots, 4 shots a game. His dribbling is 95 percentile. It's incredible. The only thing that stands out there is his pass completion is a bit low, but his key passes is massive. He's 97 percentile, so he's doing over 3.5 key passes per game, which is absolutely incredible. Assists up at 99% as well there, 0.61 a game. And the guy is just absolutely phenomenal. He's got pace, he's got skill, he's got strength. He knows where the goal is. He can get involved in the play. He can pull wide and create. He can get in the box and score goals. You can see from his heat map there, he does spend a lot of time out on that width, that kind of wide side, pulling players out of position, whipping balls in, and he can cut inside himself and get a fair few goals, as you can see there. He's excellent at set pieces as well. He's brilliant from dead balls. His dribbling, his crossing, his finishing is absolutely exceptional. And 23 years old, he fits the mould of that type of player that Newcastle United are really looking for. And here's the killer part right now. So PSV apparently have named the price for the player, and you're talking about the £40 million mark, really. So the record fee, PSV would want a record fee for Gakpo, and the biggest fee they got was €45 million for Hirving Lozano, who was sold to Napoli back in the 1920 season. So they're going to want probably around about that or more for Gakpo. But there's loads of clubs in for him. Manchester United were heavily linked with him, but they might have shot the load a little bit on the likes of Anthony and Martinez. With FFP squeaking up on you. Gakpo might be beyond their reach, but you're looking at exciting players in that position, players that can really make a difference and influence your side. The likes of Jude Bellingham and guys like that. Jude Bellingham's been linked obviously Liverpool, City, Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham was probably a step above, I think, in terms of us. People could say Gakpo as well, but you know what? We signed Wijnaldum when he was the PSV main man. Nobody thought we'd get that lad, and we got him with the line. Nobody thought we'd get Bruno. Nobody thought we'd get Botman. Nobody thought we'd get Isak. So we signed some of the best young talent in European football over the last 18 months. So why can't we get Gakpo? Especially for that kind of figure, under 50 million quid. There's been talk of 60 million quid plus for James Maddison. It's that English player tax, it's that Premier League tax. Jack Grealish is 100 million quid. If you can get Gakpo for 50 million quid, at 23 years old, this lad is already a far, far better player, in my opinion, than a Jack Grealish. And a very different player, but a better player, more influential, affects games more with assists, with goals, with penetrating passes, just with influence and big game experience as well. You saw it was like the World Cup. He was a leader for the Netherlands. He got them as far as they could go. He was a key cog in that machine. I think he's ready-made. He's tailor-made for the Premier League. He's built already. He's big. He's strong. He's fast. He gets goals. He creates. He assists. Everything you'd want from a Premier League superstar. And I think Gakpo has already got everything in the locker. Obviously, the Manchester United fans have been drooling over the kid for a long time. But as I said there, you never know. He might be bought into the project, the concept, of what Newcastle United are trying to achieve. We're sitting in third at the minute. People tend to forget that. We're talking about Pulisic the other day as well, and people were saying that Chelsea aren't taking us serious as a top 4 contender. We're sitting in third right now. So if we keep going the way we're going, we are very, very much a top 4 contender. So maybe Gakpo will look at that. He'll look at the project being built. He'll look at the players that are signed. Likes of Bruno Guimaraes. People never thought we'd ever get him. They thought he was Arsenal bound, hands down. Sven Botman, people saying Maldini was getting him at AC Milan, or Manchester United wanted him, and Sven Botman came to Newcastle United. So what's to stop Gakpo doing the same thing? So I'm really excited if there's any truth in this link at all, because I don't think Liverpool will go for him. I think Liverpool will put all their efforts behind trying to get Jude Bellingham, and that's where their big financial outlay will go. I think Manchester United potentially have shot the load a little bit, as I said there. So, who does that leave? Maybe leaves the likes of Spurs, maybe leaves the likes of Arsenal. Will they go from? I don't think they'll disrupt what they've got with Jesus and Martinelli and guys like that. I don't think they'll do that. So, maybe we've got a good chance to get this kid. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you'd be happy with Gakpo. I'm pretty sure all of you would be, because he's just absolutely phenomenal. Adam in our chat group, he didn't see why we would spend most of our budget on Gakpo, but I'm still not convinced at the fitness of Callum Wilson long term. I love Callum Wilson. I absolutely love him. I'm not saying anything bad about him, but he is made of glass. Isak's injuries are a little bit of a concern. Hopefully we can iron them out and he can stay fit for a long period of time. And you're only really left with Chris Wood after that. And Chris Wood's pretty shit, really, in all fairness. He occupies defenders and does a job, and all these other nice code words for saying he's not really good. If we want to push on and be a top 4 side in the Premier League, Chris Wood is not the answer. So we need more attacking threat. Max is very inconsistent. He's got a lot to prove coming back fit. So if we could sign a player like Gakpo for 50 million quid, 45 million quid, that's a no-brainer in my opinion. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We always love to hear from you, and we always love to engage you in the comments. As I said at the start, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Come and join us. Very importantly, like the video. It really helps get around YouTube and pushes the channel, gives us a bit of exposure, and everyone can discover what we do at Evermore, all free of charge, as we say. Just love a bit of Newcastle chat, love talking about players, not ITK, just media links. And this kid is linked everywhere. Go and have a look at any single football press, the Chronicle, Football Fancast, whatever, anything. Gakpo and Newcastle United is doing the rounds. So we're just covering it, looking at his stats, and you've seen already his stats are phenomenal. So I'd love this kid at Newcastle United. I hope you guys will too. This is Chris signing off. We'll be back with some more Rumour Has It videos soon. Let's keep supporting that team of Cody United, and we'll catch you later. Cheers.